My name is Caleb Sham.
And my name is Murphy Ellis. And welcome to the Two Bruvs One God podcast. We are so excited to share with you. We've had this idea for a long time, and now it's finally happening. So we're super excited. Okay, awesome. Today is a very, very special day. It is our first episode of all time. And we've got some questions right here. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Kristen Ellis that made these for us, a.k.a. my mom. And we're so thankful for her. So we're going to get some of these questions. We got some rapid fire right here. Those will be at the end. And then we've got some longer ones that we are going to do now. Are you ready, Caleb?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, bro? You want to draw the first one?
All right, I'll draw.
Give him a ASMR. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice.
All right. Oh, I got two.
It's okay.
No, that's one. Okay. Oh, how did you two meet? That's a good one.
You want to start it?
All right.
Okay.
So it was like, was it 2020 or 2021? It was like somewhere around the pandemic. It was in the summer.
Yeah.
There was a juggling. My dad was leading like a juggling camp over the summer.
Which, can I say really quick, his dad juggled for the FSU circus, so he's really good. Like, the whole thing. Yeah.
And at that juggling camp is when the two of us met. But then it continued on. How did it continue on?
So this is my favorite part of the whole story. So we do the juggling camp. We're kind of friends. We kind of met. We kind of hang out a little bit. After the juggling camp ends, we don't see each other. This was probably July, you'd say. I don't know, like that summer. Till this I guess it was August. It was probably that quick. Maybe it was spring and then August. And Community Christian School was doing a production of Beauty and the Beast. And both of us auditioned on the same day for the show. Both ended up getting in, worked out, just so you all know. Yeah. But we went to this audition. I remember specifically we looked at each other, just locked eyes and went, I know you, at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And it was great. So then throughout that show, we kind of gained more of a friendship. And then, we've been hanging out since then all the time. So, you just throw it on the ground when you're done. Boom. Okay.
Go over the next one.
I got you. I'm kind of nervous, y'all. Let's go. What is something you wish people knew about you? Oh, man.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I would probably start off with, I'm a musician. I'm going to say that. And I play a lot of instruments, but guitar is my main one. And I don't know, that's something I love leading worship. I love playing music. That's probably mine. Yep. What's something you wish people knew about you?
I don't know. I mean, you talked about, we both did theater for several years. I had been doing it a little while before Community Christian School. I don't know. I mean, I just I guess something kind of almost random is when I was probably 8 or 9, I used to just sit there on it was Scratch. And so I would just design little mini video games. I always thought that was fun. Yeah. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun to do.
Just, can I say a little disclaimer? Caleb is so smart, bro. He's so good with all the tech stuff. I'm sitting here is this on? What's going on? And he's sitting here back here doing this whole thing. It's awesome. You want to get the next one?
Which one? Yeah, this back one?
Right. Yeah.
All
right. Question 3.
What is one thing on your bucket list? Ooh.
One thing?
Yeah.
There's so many places I want to go. I'm trying to think of something more, a little more exciting. Because I want to go Nashville and New York and look, we've talked about going to Australia together before. We make jokes about that all the time. What's something on yours? I'm trying to think of something. I want to swim with sharks. That's one thing I want to do. I want to go swim with sharks. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
What about you?
I want to go to Ireland or somewhere to see the Northern Lights. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But also just going to outer space, even if it wasn't going onto the moon or anything, just in a rocket, being in zero gravity, that'd be so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Getting to see the whole creation, that'd be awesome.
So y'all need to subscribe so we get enough lift so we can go outer space and go swim with sharks, all that stuff.
Episode 1 million, right?
Yeah. You can mail us money at. Sorry, we had to bleep that out. Okay, so next question. If you had 25 hours in a day, what would you do with the extra hour? Sleep. 100%. Done.
Yeah.
No, what about you?
Well, I don't sleep much anyways. I think I would use it to spend more time studying in the Word, because I always find I know the Christian answer right there.
I messed that up.
Right? Because you never have enough time. It feels right? You're always
fair.
Oh, I've got all these other things to do. So that extra hour would really be a motivation. All right, I'm going to specifically use this 1 hour to be further in a connection with God. I think that'd be good.
That's a better answer, and that's exactly what I was going to say. I was just
just testing me,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness.
All right.
If you were a potato, how would you want to be cooked?
Gosh, this question.
That's so deep.
I've been asked this so many times. We shout out people. Anna Catherine Hammett asked this question like everywhere. Oh my goodness. I always say like, everyone thinks I'm so boring for this, but I always say Chick-fil-A waffle fries or like just something like that. So good, bro. So good.
You could like, the like potato on a stick. Sometimes they call it like a tornado on a stick, where it's like this potato all curled up, all weird. That would.
Yes, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, hold up. Yeah, we got another one. What trip, camp, or other experience had the biggest spiritual impact on you? I've got mine. You got one?
Yeah, I think I got one.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So it was, I think it was last year. We did Infuge in Mobile, Alabama, and getting out, and so we went to a children's center. I was telling you about this earlier today. And we just got to help kids who aren't in the greatest place right now. And so just getting to spend time with them was so great, because like a lot of them were just happy that we just took the time to just play basketball or board game with them. That's all they wanted. And so that just really just seeing like, just to be able to spend time with those kids to help them. That was really cool to see, especially like the growth it had on all of us that went.
That's so good, bro. That's so good. Yeah, we were talking about this in the car earlier, like that I'm going to Mission Fuge this year, and he was telling me about that. The biggest impact on my life is last summer I got to go to the Dominican Republic. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
This trip was incredible. Like if y'all have a chance to go somewhere like on a mission trip or like just out of the country to spread the word, like do it, because it's such a crazy experience. Because like you go, I went there and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't even read the signs. Like, cause I don't speak Spanish. I mean, I can do like the basics, but I don't speak Spanish. So I was looking at these signs. I was like, I can't even like tell what these are saying, And these kids, I was like, this is gonna be so hard for me because I'm gonna have to like figure out how to talk to them. But really, they just want you to hang out with them. And then we're doing BBS, and they're getting told the word we have translators that would tell them stuff we were saying, but like really, they just want you to play like baseball or like play catch or whatever, and that's the most fun. And then if I could go a little bit longer, a really cool story from that was our flight got delayed. And so, Dad's not even back. My dad's back here, by the way. He's our sound guy back here. So, our flight got delayed a night, so we had to stay another night. Amazing hotel, by the way. 10 out of 10. It was great. But the next day, we had to get off flight, and we were really ready to get home to see our family. And one of the coolest things was, you can go on standby for flights, but for this one, we got standby for an earlier flight to go because it was going to be at like 9 p.m. or something. We were going to get home really late. But it was like, this one was like 4:30 or something. And there was like 3 people ahead of us. And there was like 6 people from like Tallahassee on the trip. And man, it was like, we were like, this is not going to happen. And then they were like, okay, 3 spots opened up. And we're like, okay. And they're like 3 more, like 3 y'all can go. And we were like, wait. So we had to go really quick and like part with each other. And that was really hard for a second. But then right as we were about to step in and go on the plane, they were like, okay, there's 3 more spots. And we're like, no way they opened up 9 spots on this plane of people who didn't like take this plane. And it was insane. And we got to get home early. And that was a really, really cool experience.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Was it you or me? I think it's you.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. There's like 2 more in there after this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ready? All right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory of each other?
Oh, man.
We're probably thinking of the same one.
Yeah, totally. I can't think. What's yours? I'm trying to think of one. I feel like we have so many like new random stuff that happens all the time. Like even on the way here, we're listening like music, and we do this thing. We'll be like, "Hey, Megan," and then beat drops, and we're like, we'll go fully into it, and it's so much fun. We do that all the time. I'm trying to think what else. What else have we done?
I mean,
what were you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking of the one. I don't know. Maybe I think about this too much. But you remember the peppermint stick?
Oh my goodness. we got to explain it. We got to explain the whole story.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start out?
Go for it.
You remember us talking about CCS, Community Christian School, that did this production, Being the Beast. Now, the second semester, that was fall, the spring, they did this show called The Seussification of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
It's insane. So it was a comedy. Everything rhymed. It was like very Dr. Seuss-esque. No one died. Spoiler, no one died.
Yeah.
It was insane. So I played Paris in it, and keep in mind, Juliet was like 5'3", and I was shorter than Juliet at this time. This was a while back. So, and then you were...
I was Lord Capitulate, which is Juliet's dad. They just changed his name a little bit for...
Yeah. So they like change stuff around to be fun. But my outfit, first of all, it was like a full like money suit. It was just money all over. It was fake money, just so you all know. But it was this full thing. And not Peppermint. Paris bribed Lord, they call it Capulet, right? It was Lord
That's
Capulet.
in the regular, it's Capitulate in the Seussification.
Oh, sorry, it is Capitulate, you're right. He, like, gives him peppermint sticks to bribe him.
Yeah.
And it's insane. So that was a good memory. So, like, every night, it was like 4 nights, we'd come out on stage, and I would bribe him with peppermint sticks to marry his daughter every time, and he always said yes.
And then we had, like, a photo shoot towards the end where you had, like, a peppermint shirt on, and I gave you a peppermint stick.
Yeah, my parents got me a peppermint shirt. It was amazing. That was a really fun one. That was a really fun one. That was a lot of fun. We've done that one.
6.
Crazy for You. Yeah, I think 6 together probably, which is insane. Yeah, we've done a lot of shows together. They're really fun. Okay, this next one. What Bible character do you relate to the most? Relate to or want? I thought I was going to say want to be like for a second. Because I'd probably say Paul. But I don't know if I relate to Paul the most. Maybe like... I'm trying to think what... Maybe like Peter. You know what I'm saying? Peter's always like... He's very headstrong and he's always like... He never really thinks about what he's saying before he says it.
Yeah.
Maybe Peter. I don't know. I'm trying to think of some others. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I think like the one like I want to be the most like is probably Daniel. Yeah. Like he had, or even Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Like to have the faith to keep doing what's right, even when everyone's telling them not to. Like Daniel got thrown into the lion's den for praying. Yeah. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego got thrown into the fiery furnace for not worshiping like Nebuchadnezzar, only choosing to worship God. Yeah. And so just to have that strong of a faith, that's who I would want to most be like. But I think the one that I'm probably most like, I don't know. I feel like at times, like even I guess Joshua and Caleb, they were the ones that were willing. I know.
Yeah.
They were willing to go into the promised land because they had that strong of a faith in God, even when no one else did. And then when everyone else was like, "Oh no, they're too big and strong, we can't go in there." Caleb and Joshua were like, "What are y'all talking about?"
Exactly.
Like, and so I think I can probably be like that sometimes when people are like, "Oh, it's too scary, we can't do that." And I'm like, "Why? What you've seen what God has in store for us? Why can't we do it?"
Yeah, I can attest to that. Like for sure, you do that. I think, mine's kind of similar thing with like Paul. Like Paul went through so much. He was like beaten and stoned even, and like came away from like he had his shipwrecked and he was under house arrest and under like several times. And he still, like, kept going and kept preaching the faith and kept writing letters. I love all Paul's letters. They're amazing. Like, there's some amazing stuff in there. I'm sure we'll get into some of these stories, amazing stories, coming up soon. So stay tuned. Yeah. But, I don't know, Paul just kept going, kind of like you're saying, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Daniel. Like, these men kept going in the faith no matter what was going on and no matter what other people were saying. And that's something I strive to be like. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Is this the
last
one?
Sir?
No, there's not. There's still one more.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Second to last. All right.
Let's go.
Let's see. We've got what is one worship song you could listen to on repeat?
I'll tell you the one I do listen to on repeat. That's Who I Praise by Brandon Lake.
That is a good one.
The first, because he teased it so much before. I was like, please just release the song already, man. Right? I was like, because it was like verse 1. I was like, this is so good. And it talks about some of the people we were just talking about. And just having that kind of faith of the people in the Bible and having those traits. And yeah, I listened to it like 10 times. We were on a long car ride that day for a vacation. I listened to it like 10 times before we got there. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. I like Praise, just that one. That's a really good worship song.
It gets me hyped up.
Right?
Yeah.
But then also, like, if we were just talking even just like CCM in general, Mercy Me's new song, "Oh Death," is really good.
Yeah.
I think the one that I probably listen to the most, like I listen to the song probably 5 times a day. It's crazy, but "Unstoppable" by Crowder.
Oh my gosh.
That is such a good song.
Bro, so good.
It is so good.
Crowder came here for a concert, man.
Yeah. Such a
Crowder,
good
if you're
concert.
watching this, please come on the podcast and you can play Unstoppable for us live or something. Bro, we love Crowder so much. The first day the album came out,
That was
his
crazy.
new what's it called?
The Exile.
The Exile. We like listened to it together. We started at the same time and we were like texting during it. We were like, bro, this is so good.
Such a good album.
Gosh, that album is insane.
It's really good.
Yeah, I also really love Matthew West. Anything Matthew West, I love him. I love Joseph O'Brien and Kobe James. They also have a podcast, which is crazy. But yeah, what's up?
You know, Josiah Queen.
Oh my gosh,
He has so many good ones too.
oh my gosh, he's so good. He's from here, or he's from like
Tampa
Lakeland
or something. I
Yeah,
think.
he's somewhere down there. Yeah, he's amazing. I have a friend that went to his first concert, like down there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. The Joseph O'Brien one. What's the new one? When I Feel Home. That's so good. That song is so good. And there's something like Brand New by Kobe James. I will throw that one anytime, and it just makes me feel 100% better through whatever. All right. This is the last one for the longer ones.
Yep.
My goodness. What is your earliest memory? Just in general?
Ooh.
I don't think it's together. Let's do both. Together, it's like the juggling.
Yeah.
Meeting there.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got something good.
All right.
We always, someone asked Caleb. We were a lot younger doing this, and they were like, "Who's your favorite Avenger?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Who's your favorite Avenger?" And he said Kool-Aid Man because Kool-Aid Man was in one of the comics at some point, I guess.
Comics, yeah.
Yeah. So every time I saw him for a long time, I would say Kool-Aid Man. Every time I saw him.
Yep.
Yeah. Earliest memory in general, I don't even know. I mean, I remember, like, the church that we're at right now. My dad's a pastor, and your dad's in ministry, too. He's a youth pastor. Like, when we first got here, I remember meeting some of the people here. Like, that's probably some of the earliest. Or just, like, right before we were about to leave, I was, like, 6. And right before we were about to leave from our last church to this church.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I feel like I can't remember if I actually remember the memory or if it's just because I've seen some of the pictures like somewhat recently that it's flooding back. But I remember like when my brother was born, which was a long time ago, like almost 18 years ago. Like I remember wearing the Big Brother shirt and being excited to finally have a sibling. And I was just over 1.
Yeah,
so that's the thing where I'm like, do I really remember it? Do I just remember the pictures and that's what it is?
That's
like,
what always happens to me. I'm like, do I remember like the home videos or do I actually remember it? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. We're moving to the next one. Rapid fire questions. Yep. Which, knowing us, we're probably going to take like 5 minutes on each of these.
Exactly.
You right?
Yep.
You start.
Right.
We'll do like each one at a time. We'll do quick.
Wait, who do you text most often? You.
Yeah, we text each other every day, like so much.
Yeah.
Like if one of us leaves the other on red, like we'll text them like 2 minutes later, be like, bro, you gotta text back. Are you oldest, middle, or your youngest child? Middle.
Oldest.
I know. You can tell.
Well, yeah, I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
Get out, Murphy.
Wow. Okay, be drawn while I'm doing this next one. Would you rather travel to the past or to the future? Past. This is literally like the first thing that came to my brain. Like I would want to go back and see some Bible stories.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, can we go like that far into the past? If so, that's what I'm choosing.
Yeah, me too. Like that'd be awesome.
Are you more of an introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
I'm like in the middle. I can be either. It depends on who I'm with, I think.
Yeah. So with me, extrovert.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite food? All of them. But my mom makes these amazing things called beef tips. That's like beef in like brown gravy, and we put it over rice. Bro, that stuff is amazing.
Dude, I know. Banana pudding or dirt cake, though.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Those are good. Or like key lime pie.
Ooh, yeah, that's good too.
Oh my gosh.
What is your favorite word in another language?
Something I like saying is "c'est la vie," which means that's life in French. I don't know. That's not one word, but what about that? What about you?
I don't know.
I got nothing. We can cut that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got another? Okay. What's your favorite Bible verse? I was hoping this would be in here. Proverbs 16:3. Commit all your activities to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Which I don't think that means, like, whatever you do, whatever you, like, want to come next is going to come next. But what God sees is best for you come next, it'll happen.
I'm going to get the reference wrong. I think it's John 28:21. It's the very last chapter and verse in the book of John. And it says, these are just a few of the things that Jesus did. I suppose that if every single thing was written down, not even the whole world would have enough room to fill the books that would be written.
Yeah.
That is such a strong verse. I don't know. I just really like that one.
That's really cool. That's really cool, bro. Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Would you rather sleep in late or take an afternoon nap? Ooh.
Sleeping late, I don't like naps.
Yeah, because like if you take an afternoon nap, you've just wasted so much time
exactly.
of your day, right? Like, just sleeping late.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm like, I tell people they'll be like, take a nap if I'm tired. I'm like, no, because I can sleep at night, but like I've just wasted my entire day if not. So yeah. What are you reading right now, either in the Bible or another book? Let's do both.
Yep.
In the Bible, I like just started Romans yesterday.
Yeah, I'm going through, and so this year I'm reading like through the entire Bible. I mean, I've already basically done that, but this time I'm just like specifically Genesis to Revelation,
that's
all
cool.
in order.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm already in 1 Samuel, so I'm reading through David becoming king right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then like regular books, there's this book. I can't remember what it's called. I'm so sorry, but it's by the Kendrick brothers, who they made War Room and Overcover and a ton of movies like that. And it's about finding your identity in Christ as a young man, and it's so good.
Yeah.
What are you reading?
I'm reading Wild at Heart by John Eldredge.
See, I'm reading this too. He like gifted me this the other day. It's good.
Yeah, it's basically about like what it means to be a biblical man, and like how men aren't always supposed to be necessarily soft, because we are wild at heart.
Yeah.
And so that there's more to it than just like, I don't know. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's got like there's so many weird, like, people don't know like what's toxic masculinity, and we should talk about this. We'll probably talk about this in another episode, like toxic masculinity, but there's so much like what is being a true man. And I think we are like wild at heart. Like, I always feel amazing when I'm just like out in the woods doing something. Like, I went fishing with my dad yesterday, and it feels amazing. And like, I think but God's truly created us. Like, what Jesus is what is a great example of what being a true man is. Yeah. What Jesus is in the Bible: loving, kind, looking at others and really giving them, like, what's the word? Looking at others and really giving them affection and care in not like a way that like a mother would, but in a way I like totally mess up what I say.
No, but like a father would, like still like gentle but still firm. Like still bold and passionate and strong.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Theatrical. There we go. Which theatrical role has been your favorite to play so far?
So far, we talked about that we've done shows. I have mine. I want to know yours. I think I know yours though.
I don't know. It's hard to choose just one. I really like. So I was the grandpa in You Can't Take It With You.
Such a good show.
That was a lot of fun. But then we did a 1940s radio Christmas Carol. So it was a radio station doing the Christmas Carol over the radio. Yeah. And I was this guy named Charlie. And he was so much fun. Yeah. He was just like this energetic, like, I'm over here now, I'm over here. Like, that was just so much fun to do. Just
hilarious.
All these different voices too.
Yeah, that was really fun. For me, I just played the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. I had so much fun doing that. Because, again, that was kind of the same thing as, like, Charlie. You're just wild the whole time. Yeah. And you just get to, like, whatever you're doing, like, my favorite part was the laughs, for sure. Because, like, whatever I did, someone would laugh. Because I used the Cowardly Lion voice. Whoa. I'm going to do that again. Hold up. Yeah. Because I used the Cowardly Lion voice. And, like, everything I said, people were laughing at because it's so iconic.
So good.
But I did love playing the last show we did together, because he wasn't in that one, because he may or may not have graduated. But I played Ed Carmichael in You Can't Take It With You, and that's a great show. We can tie that back to the gospel, too. And really what it's saying is, like, the grandpa's such a good character, and he's tight with Jesus in it. It's great, and he like prays throughout it. It's amazing. Like, he just talks to God as a friend. I think that's a good lesson for all of us, too.
Yeah.
But he'll say, like, you can't take it with you. Like, someone is talking about, like, a possession, an earthly possession that they have, and he's just like, you can't take it with you.
Right.
Any of this.
He was so worried about money that, like, that's his whole focus. Like, he didn't really care about his wife or his children.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, why? What does it matter? Like, in the end, you can't take it with you. That was the whole,
Yeah, because it's kind of alluded to that his wife probably passed away, and he's just really to this point where he's like, again, you can't take it with you. That's a great lesson, because all this material stuff we have, like even this podcast, we can't take it with us. Right. We could die tomorrow, and I know that's morbid, but we can't take any of this with us. So yeah. All right, let's go. What's your favorite color? Maroon.
Red. But the bright plasticky red.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Like like Lego red?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say that.
How often do you floss?
Every day?
Like our teeth?
Every night. Yeah.
That's what it means, right?
We're homeschooled. Yeah, I think so. If it's like the dance move, like never. But flossing, like every night. Yeah. We're homeschooled. If you can't tell already. Aside from necessities, was one thing you could not go a day without?
Music.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. Like music or podcasts. I listen to so many. Podcasts. Like I listen to so many podcasts or like just new music that comes out. That's one thing that's just part of my day. Same for you.
Yeah, because even at work, my coworkers probably think I'm crazy because I'm not like normally I'm always listening to music, but at work I'm not. So I'm sitting there I have a song in my head. I'm just tapping on the counters like I'm just humming it or something. Exactly. Yeah, like it's just it's just everything.
Yeah, I do that too.
If you could choose to have one superpower, what would it be?
I always say reading people's minds, and people are like, that's a terrible idea. They're like, you'll know what's in other people's minds. I'm like, you're right. So probably like super strength or something. I don't know. Cool. Flying. Yeah. Flying would be awesome. Yeah.
Just go like, what's it called? Not telepathic. That's putting. I could be telepathic. You could read people's minds. Just rickroll everyone.
Yeah, that's another thing. We've rickrolled each other so many times. It's like an ongoing war.
Yeah.
Even my worship pastor that goes to this church, like I kind of have a war with him. And we did a fall festival that my band played in, which if you want to check out my band, it's called The Walk at @TheWalk_music here on Instagram. Or if you're listening to this somewhere else on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever, check it out on Instagram. It's TheWalk_music. Yep. So we played a gig here for our Harvest Festival that we do, our fall festival. And we were like sitting over here. And at the end, we were like, thank you so much. We're The Walk. We've got one more thing for you. And we played Never Gonna Give You Up while he was sitting there. And that was our end. And we weren't supposed to play songs that weren't Christian songs, but we had to do it anyway. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Do you have any pets?
No.
I do. I have
a lot.
Not that many. I have a dog. It's a Bichon Frise Poodle mix. Her name's Snowy. We've had her for a couple of years now. We also have, I don't claim it, we have a cat that we found under our shed right before a hurricane, almost a year ago now.
Really?
Wow. I know. It's
been a while.
Crazy.
That is wild.
But we found a bunch of cats, like kittens, that were just born right before the hurricane. So we took them all in before the hurricane happened, and we gave out most of them. There was only one that we haven't given out. I don't like cats. I'm allergic to cats. So I don't claim that cat, but we do have a cat.
Yeah, but your little sister is loves cats. Yeah, so my little sister also loves animals, but my parents are like, we're not getting one right now. Yeah. We don't have it. We used to have 2 betta fish, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then not anymore, but we used to. That's what happens. What emoji do you use most often?
I use I don't know how you say it, the moi, the Stonehenge, the Easter Island Stonehenge.
Like the chat emoji? Yeah.
Or the shouting head with his fire.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. I probably do, I think just the laughing emoji.
Yeah.
I do the laughing emoji a lot because I would say, I say LOL some, but sometimes I don't know. I normally do the laughing emoji a lot, yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
You want to say 3, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, wait.
What?
I can't think. Wait, play back.
Play back. We're not cutting this, by the way.
No.
3, 2, 1,
2. First try.
First try.
I was counting myself
gosh.
there.
Yeah. We both. He's oldest. I'm middle. Yeah. I have a
Yeah.
sister in college, and then y'all are the same age, like same class.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then I have 2 younger siblings.
Yeah, and our 2 younger sisters are
both-
both really good friends. And then your younger brother, like, I'm really good friends with him too. They're all great. The Shams are a great family, I will say. Do you prefer to travel by driving or flying? Depends what it's for. I love flying. I do love flying.
I like driving, especially when I'm the one driving.
that's
Because
fair.
so I did a lot of trips this school year with my college class, and we went all over the place. The flying, it was like, it's all right. It's kind of boring, especially the flights I took. It wasn't like they had movies or anything, so I was just kind of sitting there listening to music, which was
That's
all
what
right.
I do, yeah.
But then when we were driving, like we would have a couple hour drives from the airport to wherever we were staying, and so like just getting to see the scenery, that was so much fun.
Oh, yeah,
and just
that's
listening
awesome.
to music during the drive, like we were driving from Phoenix, Arizona to Flagstaff, and so just seeing all the scene, it's so different from here. Just getting to see all of that and listen to music and hang out with friends, it's so much better than flying, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've only been like on 4 flights because one to like Miami, I think, and then Dominican, Miami, Tallahassee. You know the whole thing, like 4 flights. And all I did was I listened. There's this song "Stop This Train" by John Mayer. I love that song so much. I just put that in before we were like taking off and stuff. So yeah.
Yep.
And we're back.
Do you have any hidden talents? Ooh.
I think everyone knows about my talents.
Yeah.
I think I talk about them too much.
Yeah. I don't think.
Honestly, is this?
I know a
this is
talent
what-
I don't have. I can't roll my tongue. The rest of my family can.
Like roll your R's?
No, like you roll your tongue.
Oh, like
yeah, I can't do that. Like
at all?
No.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can a little bit.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
roll my tongue. But
Yeah.
that's not really a hidden talent. I don't know. I don't think. I guess
It
I play-
kind of is.
Yeah, I play banjo. I guess.
Yeah, he does play
I don't-
banjo.
yeah, I don't talk about that a lot, but yeah, I
Yeah.
play banjo.
Mine would probably. I mean, I could juggle. We kind of talked
Yeah,
about that.
we can
Juggle. I could do. Maybe we'll do it on an episode sometime. But I could do a toe touch.
Yeah, you can.
That's like. Trevor Waller is not going to watch this episode, but he's a guy in the homeschool community, and like he always did that as his party trick. I was like, he gets so much attention from that. I guess I gotta do it. This is the last one.
That's the last one. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. All right, it's gonna be a good one. You ready?
You ready? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh.
This is gonna take me so long. Actually, cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. That's a good one.
I love cookies and cream
I
so
like,
much.
I mean, normal ice cream flavor, Rocky Road. I really like Rocky
Yeah.
Road. But like, there's
That's
also
good.
this isn't a common one, which is why I don't count it. Otherwise, it would be my favorite. But Mexican hot chocolate. It's basically just chocolate with marshmallows, but it's spicy. I know
What?
it sounds really weird.
I've never
but
had this.
It's
What is
so
this?
good.
Where'd
It's
you have this?
Lofty Pursuits.
Really?
Yeah, they have it. It's so good. So it's like it's. I guess it might be dark chocolate. And then it's got cayenne pepper in it. So it's. I mean, it's still sweet. It's sweeter than it is spicy, but it's got the kick to it. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, I may
know.
need to try this.
It is so good.
I'm not a giant spicy guy, but I've been getting into spicy
Yeah.
stuff more. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's okay? This is kind of sidetracking a little bit, but like, there's this like Creole. You know what?
I know
You
what
know
you're
what this
talking
is?
about,
That me and my dad put this on like everything.
Right?
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it's like being a young Christian in the world. We're
Yeah.
gonna be talking about specifically a young Christian man, but this is for all ages.
Yeah.
So all this information. Now we're not trained. We're not pastors.
Right,
We haven't.
right.
This isn't
Yeah.
our career, but we're both on fire for Jesus. And are going to be looking at some of these topics. So yeah.
So in the next couple episodes, we might cover different topics, but that's kind of the general theme. It's just like what it's like to be a young man, like young Christian man in this crazy world.
Yeah.
But just a young Christian in general.
Yeah.
I think because we might even have you never know, we might have a female guest on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hey,
Which
you never know.
Which speaking of, you want to tell them hey, we might be having special guests. You know.
Yeah, we will be having some special guests coming up very soon. We've been talking to some of our friends. We're going to get some people that maybe y'all have heard of, maybe y'all know from this area, from outside this area.
Yeah.
We'll have some, we'll Zoom call in some episodes for people from far away, and we'll have some people right up here.
Yep.
And we're so excited for some of these guests because
Yeah.
some of these people are amazing and are also on fire for Jesus,
Yeah.
and we're so excited for that. Now, we are going to, the next couple of episodes are going to be structured a little bit differently.
Yep.
They're going to be in segments, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll do
like a typical podcast.
yeah, exactly. So we'll do like a little intro kind of stuff in between, talk about some CCM, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Have
Have a little bit of fun,
Favorite genre, have a
Yeah.
little bit of fun in between. And at the end of every episode, we'll be doing a Q&A. Questions for us. Now, that could be questions, like fun, silly questions. And that'll be starting probably episode 3 because episode 2, we're recording right after this. That's it's going to be a lot of fun. And, we were super excited for these questions. So, will you give them the email?
Yeah, so if you want to message us, you can message us at twobruvsonegod@gmail.com. It'll be in the description of wherever you're watching. We'll also have it on screen if you're watching on like YouTube or Instagram or something. But that's twobruvsonegod@gmail.com.
All right. And this has been the Two Bruvs One God podcast.